right?
Yes, I think we're live now.
Hi everybody. Bro streaming today. And we're doing
Yeah.
Destiny. And it's exciting. And
I think I have something you will like.
I'm gonna go to orbit so you can join me.
Okay. I will join you then.
And then we will go to Gambit.
Oof. Gross.
I am in orbit.
I am joining fire team.
A player joined me.
You are too chipper.
I'm excited. We're gonna play Gambit. I like Gambit.
Yeah. You're too chipper.
I just woke up. I woke up stupid early, so I napped. It's much better to wake up to have to go to work and play Gambit than to have to go to like the annoying job.
Did you wake up smarter later?
Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, you said you woke up stupid early.
Oh. Yeah.
So later when you woke up you were smarter.
Sure.
Well, that's good. Okay.
I wish they'd give us the option to turn off these tips.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool that a bunch of people wanted them, so they added them, but it's spoiling my scenery.
I agree with something someone else said, which is that we should be able to control our ships a little bit.
Ooh.
Like just, you know, press A and D and
Move them
make
left
them
and right.
move around. Yeah.
I like it. It would make all
Enough
flights
fooling
take longer
around.
though.
Cabal on the field.
Yeah.
Bungie can't handle that kind of
Let's bet big.
tech.
Red Legion
No.
and Loyalists are the only Cabal
Super high
left
tech.
in the system. Hunt 'em anyway.
Pew pew.
Transmit.
Pew pew indeed.
Drop those targets. Take the moats and bank 'em.
Oh, it's 4v3.
Ooh.
And now it's
Incoming at the
4v4.
caves.
I assume we were always the 4.
Yeah.
Incoming on the island.
Hey, nice. 10. We have what looks like an AFK'er.
Ooh. We were actually the 3 all along. What?
It's right there, so I'm gonna... You were never anything higher than a 3.
Oof. Brutal. Joke's on you though, I was never even a 3.
Alright, well. Have you deposited any?
No, I only have 2.
No.
Hostiles incoming at the garden. Mortal's pride. Go make a mess.
was powering. I'm gonna go use it on the other side.
Allies invading the other side.
No, idiot.
Your invaders down.
Oh
Let's
man, they
celebrate
got me.
opponents.
Oh well. Yeah, we do have an AFK. Or maybe they're just a vegetable.
Vegetables are healthy.
Yeah. Unless you become one.
Mortal prime.
You are what you
You're
eat,
not
so
so
I guess I need to be careful.
Allies headed to the
There's
other
no
side.
worry of that.
There's what?
There's no worry of that.
Almost. Bank and get that primeval out there. Incoming at the caves. Primeval's up. Burn the envoy first.
Well. What the heck? Oh, this is the... Yeah, this is fine. Fine with this.
You're okay with this?
Yeah.
That's good.
I was like, I just stopped them from blocking. Why are there all these taken?
Primeval compromised.
Still an
Focus
envoy
your fire.
up.
I see it. I killed it.
Watch your back. Invader incoming. Guardians down.
Well,
Invader down. Your allies a hero.
we got a little bit stopped there.
But we're building Primeval Slayer levels, and they're not.
Yeah.
Portal's ready. Grab your gun. Allies headed to the other side.
Well,
Invader inbound. Hunt. Invader down.
dang it.
You're clear. Guardian down.
I got them, but not the way I wanted to.
How did you want to?
Without me dying as well.
That makes sense.
Portal is primed. Lock it.
Don't use your super if you've got it.
Primeval down. Good work.
I do not have it.
That's fine.
I used it earlier to take out all the ads that were
Yeah.
and finish off the primeval envoy that was still up.
Your team's dominating.
I used
Opposing
mine to
team, pull
kill
your
most of their
socks up.
team.
That's a good use.
I tend to think so.
Let's get back to it. Get those moats to the bank.
At the island.
Incoming on the island.
Do you have a way of viewing chat?
Yeah.
Cool, because I don't.
There's no one here as usual.
It's fine.
Zing.
Incoming at the caves.
We're not doing so hot. What happened to all of the moats?
I don't know.
Did our people
You
die?
just dropped a taken on the other side. Hope you're proud. I am.
Maybe. Thanks 10 more than you guys.
Guardian down. Incoming on the island.
Dang it. Alright, there we go. I have 5 moats. That's what I'm gonna take.
Hey,
Maybe not.
Half pint taken, headed to the other side.
oh goodness.
I got 15.
Hostiles incoming at the garden.
Good.
Portals up.
Oh gosh.
Don't look 'em in the eyes.
Good,
Your
they're
allies
invading.
Bing, bing, bing.
Someone needed to.
Excellent.
Half pint taken, headed to the other side.
Ow. I'm hurt. I'm no longer hurt.
Your allies back with 3 guardians down. Glad they're on your side.
Oh, nice.
That's a good invader.
Yeah.
You gonna let them invade?
Incoming at the caves.
Yeah.
Portals up.
I mean, I'm not ever the one
Your
that like
allies
wants
invading
to
the other
invade.
side.
I invade out of necessity.
Yeah, and you did a really good job.
You're nearly there.
Aw,
Fill the bank.
thanks.
Get that primeval up.
It's just me.
Your invaders down, but they nabbed a kill. Primeval's up. Target the envoys first. Invader inbound. Hunt.
Trees.
Invaders off the field. Envoys taking a dirt nap. Primeval time.
No, one envoy is actually down.
Yeah. I've been focusing it for a while.
Yeah.
Now they are. take out the blockers.
Portal's
For a
up.
second, I forgot I was holding an auto rifle, not a
Invader on
bow.
the field. Careful.
From the trees.
Invader down. You're clear.
There we go. Use everything you got.
Sister.
There we go. That'll do.
We won.
Yep.
But the real question, what bounty did I finish?
Haven't seen shooting like
Well,
that
750
since an
here.
iron lady named Ephrodite ruined my bar. Dark Age was wild times. Good work.
I got nothing good. At all. Oh, no, wait, that's a slight boost. From 1020 to 1021. No, 1022. Ooh.
Nice.
Now my max light level is a number that I don't have because I closed that off.
I got a light boost to 1005 on my cloak versus 1003.
Nice. Let's see. I am still max light level 1030. It's not too shabby.
No, that's not shabby. It's almost the recommended light for that dungeon.
Huh. I did not intend to play another round.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to exit.
Oh well. I'll play another round and then I'll stop.
Okay.
Scarper.
Scupper.
Scarper, not scupper.
Scarper, not scupper. What?
Alright, sassy pants. Scupper even a thing? Scupper. A hole in a ship's side to carry water overboard from the deck.
Like Scupper's the sailor dog.
Enough fooling around.
It's a little golden
Falling
book.
on the
They're not
horizon.
gonna make me feel bad about this. The internet will back me.
Time for a gunfight.
Sailor
The
dog,
Fallen
yep.
changed things for us. Made Titans famous. Go pay them back for it. Get ready for transmat. Give me those motes, and I'll make you rich, sister. I promise. Incoming hostiles at the ring.
Where are the incoming hostiles? Well, I got 6, like, instantly.
Nice. I'm coming back with 5.
8, 9?
Hostiles incoming at command.
Get back here, you bastard. 10.
Taking runt popping up on the enemy side. Good.
Yep. There we go.
You sent in your 10?
Yep. You need one more?
I'm coming.
No, I got it.
Hostiles incoming at the burrow.
Alright, come on, Commander. What the heck are you doing with your life?
High value target is on the field. Hunt it down. Put some
I'm gonna entrust that to you.
portal is primed. Lock and load.
Meanstwise,
Your allies invading.
I'm gonna go be a bitch.
Do it. Ah.
High value target
Damn it!
neutralized. Your invaders back.
Didn't quite
with
kill
2
him.
kills under their belt.
What'd you lose?
5 motes.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it counted as me killing them either. Even though I did do a bunch of damage. Well, I was trying to leave 2 for the person who had 13, but they just ran
Invader
off,
inbound.
so.
Hunt.
No eyes on them.
They're by the bank.
Yep. Ah, dang. I mean, I deposited, so.
Yeah, I thought I had deposited,
Invaders
but
gone. Get them next time. Portal is
Come
primed.
on.
Lock and load.
Finish glitching.
Allies headed to the other side. Your invader's dead. Sending them back.
Yeah, they don't get another chance at that.
Hostiles incoming at command.
Yeah, just go straight to command. Commander's wasting super.
Almost time for a primeval. Fill that bank up. Watch your back. Invader incoming.
I got 15.
Get those motes to the bank. It's time for a primeval.
by the bank-ish.
Ish.
Circling counterclockwise.
Hey, you've got enough to pull a primeval. Bank those motes. Incoming hostiles at the ring. Guardian down.
Fuck!
Invaders gone. Get them next time. Primeval's up. Burn the envoys first. Portal's prime. Go make it dance. Primeval compromised. Take it out.
Wow, did we really knock them both out already?
Kinda looks like it.
Your allies invading.
Baiting.
Invader incoming.
Three down.
Guardian down.
Shit. Still got him.
Invaders off the field.
You got him?
Technically.
You got all 4 of them?
No, I got 3 of them. One of them twice.
Nice.
Damn, incoming.
He's across from the. Damn, I don't know
Lost
what
the
that area's
lead.
called.
Burn that primeval down. Your ally neutralized the invader. Your allies invading the other side.
Damn.
Gambit's over.
Ah.
Opposing team put their primeval on ice.
Well,
They did good.
yeah.
I like your team. Do better.
Yeah.
Opposing team
Really.
looks
Commander,
strong.
pull your socks up.
Get ready for transmat.
Do you have your soup?
No.
Okay.
Back to action.
I'll use
Kill
mine
something
to
big and bank those moats.
make some moats and make some orbs.
Hostiles incoming
Okay.
at the burrow.
I assume you're headed to the burrow.
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
Hostiles incoming at command.
Headed to command.
Those are some nice orbs. Thank you.
You just hit the other side with a medium blocker. That'll keep them busy. Incoming hostiles at the rig.
Go to the rig instead. I'm coming to help them out, maybe, but probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to no streak.
Yeah. Mostly hoping that there's anything
Portals up.
big I
Go
could.
take 'em
Oh,
out.
fuck
Allies
you!
invading the other
You
side.
absolute piece of shit. I was jumping to it, and the guy with no power ammo sucks at this game. Decided it was time for him to truly ruin everything.
Your allies back. No kills on either side. Invader incoming. Portals up. Your allies invading.
Alright.
You're invading.
Damn it!
dead. Sending them back.
Was that you?
Could not face his super.
Invaders off the field.
Alright, stop glitching. Actually load me
Hostiles
in.
incoming at command.
Yeah, I hate that. Game's been jolty too.
Alright, well.
Get those moats to the bank. It's time for a primeval. Hostiles incoming at the burrow.
If y'all could please bear.
I'm coming. I was at the far end.
Your enemy called up a primeval. They kill it. They win this. Portal is prime. Lock it. Watch your back. Invader incoming. Allies headed to the other side.
Meatball? Yeah,
Lovely.
meatball.
Invaders off the field.
Where are they?
Your allies back. 2 kills under their belt.
What happened?
The invader killed us. We couldn't bank.
Portal's up. Go look them in the eyes.
Well, I'll go say hello.
Allies headed to the other side. You're nearly there. Fill the bank. Get that primeval up. You're close. Fill the bank, you get a primeval. Your allies
Damn it.
back. 2 kills. You're nearly there. Fill the bank. Get that primeval up. All right, you can still win this. Burn that primeval to the ground. Envoys terminated. Now, bring the house down. Portal's up. Go look at the guys. Guardian down. Allies invading the other side.
You know where the others are.
You're in the lead. Invader incoming. Portal's ready. Go say hello. That's the round. Opposing team smashed their pride.
Well. Maybe without some of these people, we might could have stood a chance.
Yep.
But we were stuck.
Yes, we were. Oh, you left.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will jump back in. For hopefully a better round.
Yeah. Hopefully.
You did some good invades though.
Yep. 13 Guardian kills.
Nice.
spend a moment clearing out some garbage. Lots of blues. I did get a triumph. I have. That's wow. Incredible that I got it to exact. I have denied 1,000 motes in Gambit.
Nice.
It's nothing compared to like Wookiee's numbers or.
No, but he's a career invader.
He is a career invader. That's probably the nicest thing you could say.
What? I wasn't even tempted to say something mean though. We like to play Gambit with him and have him invade.
Yep. He's good at it. Let's see. Do we have any new comments?
Ooh, good question.
Let's see. Most recent comment was 2 weeks ago on Magic's Land, chill number 12,
Incoming at the depot.
and
Your allies invading the other side.
it reads, "Big up. Let the haters hate. I'm not one of them. Also, I want to be friends." Equals no. Well, King of the Kingdoms. We're always happy to be friends. Unless by friends you meant that you wanted us to
Your invaders back
sub
with
to your
one
channel.
kill.
You'd sub to ours. That's not something we do.
Watch your back. Invader incoming. Portals
We'll
ready.
pass.
We don't trade subs.
Hey, your team
No.
has enough to pull a primeval.
Because it doesn't work. It accomplishes nothing.
Incoming at the
and
ghost. Yeah. Hey,
Except
you didn't start that
to be
fight.
obnoxious.
You finished. Almost there.
Does a pretty good job
Fill
of
the
that.
bank to summon a primeval.
I just shot an invader and they died.
Nice.
I mean, I shot him several times. It's an auto rifle, but still.
I mean, it is the end goal.
Almost there.
But then I died
Fill
to a
the bank
blocker
to summon a
in all
primeval.
state modes.
You should have left that part out.
It's honest.
Yeah, you should have left that part out.
Hey, you got
I
enough
always
to pull
do.
a primeval.
It's the
Bank
doggy
those
dreaming.
motes.
Yes.
Hey, your team has enough to pull a primeval.
Aww. She's dreaming very intently.
Yeah, we can hear it on the stream. Or at least we can hear it. I can hear it.
Primeval's up. Burn the envoys first.
So I'm assuming we can hear it on the stream. It might be very quiet. Let's see. That was a very short segment.
See what?
Let's see if I can pull something more substantial, because that was an incredibly short segment.
We like friends, but not YouTube friends.
You're being
You
invaded.
see,
Find
I have
them
not
before they
prepared
find
for
you.
this segment at all.
Envoy's dead. Kill the prime evil.
And, I don't know if it'll be good. Well, I know it'll be good if I can, like, properly do it.
Invaders out.
but-
You'll get them next time. You lost the lead. Invader incoming. Your allies invading the other side. Invader down. You're clear.
I should probably wait for another time.
If you're that unsure about it, probably.
I've got an idea for a segment
1
that
minute left.
is
It's
actually
close.
going to take a bunch of work, because it's Yelp, IMDb, or Yahoo. And it's where I
Round
find
done.
reviews
Opposing team
and
defeated their prime
life questions of those.
Oh.
And you have to figure out
If it's, what was it again?
Yelp, IMDb, or Yahoo.
Oof.
Your team's doing all right. Opposing team doing good. You ready for
It's gonna be a tough
transfac?
segment.
Back to action, hotshot. Be notorious. Hostiles incoming at the depot.
Like, how do you find? There's got to be a subreddit for it.
For Yelp?
Yeah. Maybe Yelp drama.
Sounds like a fitting title.
Incoming at the gulch.
This is an incredible Yelp review. This is a Yelp review for the driver's license exam station. 1 star. This is a scary place. If you dare to go, watch out for Ramirez.
Watch out for what?
Ramirez?
Oh.
Who's Ramirez? And why did he get a 1-star review for driver's license exam station? Is he one of the testers? The licensors?
Or maybe he just didn't get his license and he's mad.
Yeah. Or maybe
Hostiles incoming at the cabin.
yeah, maybe they were there and like Ramirez was one of the student drivers.
Watch your back. Invader incoming.
So just stay away from Ramirez. He doesn't know how to drive.
Oh, I bet, in my area, when my older siblings were learning,
Invader down. You're
Yeah.
clear.
there was a driver's license testing place where one person was known throughout the county to, fail everybody, regardless. So maybe Ramirez does that.
Allies headed to the other side. Portals up. Go take them out. Those moats popped a large blocker on the enemy side. Perfect.
I'd like to think they don't still work there, but it's a government job, so you know. Probably do.
Your allies back. 2 kills. Small blocker to the other side. Portals up.
How do I find it? 'Cause I'm looking for where people just start writing their life stories.
Maybe they don't have yet.
They do. I've heard them before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's what I'm really looking for is for
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of
Almost time for a primeval.
Just like you work
Fill
both for
that
the worst
bank
of Yahoo answers.
Your invaders back with 2 kills under their belt. Incoming at the gulch.
So first of all,
Primeval's up.
What'd you find?
this is a review on KFC.
Okay.
5 stars. Church's chicken is the most religious experience I've ever had. And I've been to those churches in South America where the Virgin Mary cries real tears and the baby Jesus pees himself on the cross. I've even been to Rome where I saw a man break out in stigmata and blood splashed against the priest's face as violently as the last time he rewarded a fresh altar with rapturous release. To start, the aroma was so amazing, it was unbelievable. I haven't smelled anything so good since the last time I was at a satanic mass and they used a scented candle into vulva of the Dark Lord's altar. Those biscuits are so deliciously greasy that you'd swear they were sopped with the fat of a newborn babe. The chicken is crispier and juicier than, I don't know, but I don't know what, but someday I'll be able to describe how juicy it is. It gets my juices flowing, thank you. I would definitely worship in this church every day. Church's chicken is... Wait, this is KFC. Oh well, yeah, the Colonel know how to fry himself a bird.
You're being invaded. Find them before they find you. Invader's gone. Get him next time. Portal is primed. Lock. Primeval down. Good work.
That was quite a review. Definitely planned. That was absolutely intentional.
I like this one. 1 star.
Both sides
I
evenly
spent several
matched.
$1,000s
Show
on
me
repairs
who
at
won.
this shop over the years. Then one day, I found out that the owner was sleeping with my wife. Now I'm divorced to drive a new car.
Hold
I
on to
cannot
your
in good
ghost.
conscience recommend to this company.
Portal's up. Go look them in the eyes. Envoys terminate. Now, bring the house down. Your allies invading the other side. You're ahead. Enemies off the field. Portals ready. Your allies invading. Watch your back. Invader incoming.
There's a term for it.
For what?
For when people just, they go on the internet and they tell their life stories that nobody gives a shit about.
Oh.
Invader's gone. Get him next time. Your allies invading the other side.
Let's see if we can find anyone. Yelp is for snitches.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I call.
Oh, that's a user. I don't want the. I don't want to get a user.
Well, hey, if that's their username, maybe they have exactly the posts you're looking for.
What a
Yelp
haul.
in action.
I promise you, I'll do something special with all these moats. Something that'll make you shiver.
What'd you find?
This bizarre. 1 star. Ordered a hamburger. It was brought to me cut in half. Fail. 1 star.
What?
End of story. Don't care if it tasted good. It did. You simply do not cut another man's hamburger in half.
They have a point.
No.
1 star, isn't it?
There's nothing wrong in cutting a hamburger in half.
No, but usually you ask.
No, at most nicer places I've been to that serve hamburgers, they've brought it cut in half.
Oh, I've never been to a nicer place that served hamburgers.
There's reviewing the reviewers. r/Yelpers.
Yelpers.
It has like 6 posts. That's not. I guess maybe r/Yelp.
Maybe.
Saw this on Yelp today. This is a bar lounge. It's called the Bikini Lounge, but it's a bar. Any glory holes here, or does anyone know of a place for a couple looking to try for the first time?
All right, Mavericks. Ready to see what you're fighting today? Cabal on the field. Hey, you're gonna
Don't just
love
ask
this.
weird questions.
The Cabal have been busy while I was gone. What say we remind them who owns this system?
Maybe
Hold on to your ghosts.
people
Drop those
comments?
targets, take the moats, and bank them.
People what?
Old people comments.
Hostiles incoming at the base.
Old people Facebook makes me sad.
Yeah.
Incoming wave at the drill. Sending medium blocker. Value target identified. Get him.
If people know how to find these stupid things,
Value target is down.
please either put it in the chat or comment on the video, because
we need this.
we need this.
Portal's ready. Grab your gun. Allies headed to the other side.
Alright, so that didn't pan out.
Small blocker to the other side. Your allies back with 2 kills under their belt.
I could always update my
Portal's ready. Go say
Steam
hello.
library.
You could. I like that segment.
I know you do. It's weird. Alright. We'll do our segment.
You get a primeval. Hostiles incoming at the base.
Where we talk about the segments you can do.
Alright, here's one. It's a full hour-long ad for stamps.com, sponsored by Squarespace.
What? Oh gosh.
Your ally neutralized the invader. You're nearly there.
Stop
Feel the
hovering
bank.
me.
Get that primeval up.
Not hovering.
No, it's the thing where you respawn.
Yeah,
Primeval's
delay.
up. Burn the envoy first.
Their alternative option for that is the opposite, where it's a full hour-long ad for Squarespace, sponsored by stamps.com. But also, if you become a member, you get an additional hour on the topic.
Is at least like a how-to, like how to use Squarespace, like a tutorial?
A lot of the ads sort of are, but
So that like by the end of it, if you have Squarespace, you
Invader on the field.
know what to do.
Envoy's taking a dirt nap. Primeval.
mostly it would just be an ad. And Squarespace is
Your
so
ally
easy.
neutralized the invader.
A tutorial. I think I might have said this in the past, but it's still a good idea. Let your audio recorder battery run low. Really low. Interview people. Don't look at the battery. Whatever you record, that's your podcast.
Before they find you.
Yes, you have said that one before, and it's a terrible.
Your ally neutralized the invader.
Ten different people watch the same scene of something they have never seen before and have to describe it. Who do they sympathize with the most? There's
Invaders
alternative
here.
options.
Brace yourself.
A podcast about the last 24 hours. A person describes yesterday in great detail to someone else. Then The options are that person has to describe what the previous person did.
Oh,
Call it telephone.
no. Can you imagine listening to that podcast and just hearing the same story over and over?
Primeval's dead.
It wouldn't be the same story though.
No, but it wouldn't be different enough to be interesting.
Actually, that would be an interesting, like, maybe 45-minute to an hour podcast where
You ready for
someone
transmat?
sits down and they
Back to action, hotshot.
maybe they're
Clean and
prompted by
torch.
someone else, but you know, it's mostly the one person talking, and
Hostiles
they tell
inbound at the
a story
steps.
that they make up.
Okay.
And then the next week you get another person in there. The first person tells the second person the story. But it's been a week.
And they have to remember what they said.
Yep. And the next week it's the second person and a third person.
That actually sounds like it has potential.
Incoming
I'll
wave
write that
at the
down.
drill.
Ugh. I hate it. But not because it's bad, because I don't want to do it.
Yep, you'll be a part of it.
I know.
High value target. Burn it down. Hostiles incoming at the base.
Every idea that you've just read in one podcast.
Whew. Well, that one podcast would be the Squarespace.
Portals prime. Go make a mess. Allies headed to the other
This
side.
one's pretty normal,
You're
but
being invaded.
watch a
Find them
movie that
before
you
they
watched
find
during
you.
your childhood, but you haven't seen since your childhood. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
The alternates are a movie that always scared you, the first scary movie you remember seeing, and a movie your parents or guardians told you you couldn't see.
Your invaders back with one kill. Invaders off the field.
Which, one of the movies I remember watching, it wasn't, it wasn't Blockbuster,
High-value
but it
target
was,
neutralized.
Hollywood?
no, it was a one-off company, that was, they were mostly sales.
Okay.
It was a used movie store. But, you know, it was for VHSs mostly, and movies needed used movies or,
Yes. They're long gone by now.
yeah. So, that's where actually the story starts, is they went out of business, and,
You guys went there to buy a bunch of cheap VHSs.
Yep.
Invader on the field.
well, one of them,
Careful.
who's the actor?
Hostiles inbound at the steps. Opposing teams got
Steve
a prime
Martin.
evil. Once it dies, they win.
Family man
Portals
comedian.
prime. Lock.
Everyone, when they're young and aren't allowed to watch actually good movies, likes Steve Martin.
Invaders
Okay.
out. You'll get them next time.
So I saw a Steve Martin movie, and it was sci-fi. I was like, well, I want to
Was
get
it
this.
porn?
And it's my brother's birthday coming up, so I'll give it to my brother. Because he also likes Steve Martin. Because he grew up at the same point as me. And lacks
Ability to
an
mature.
appreciation for good cinema. The movie was The Man with Two Brains,
It's time for a prime evil.
which
Okay.
Your
is
allies
very
back with 2
pornographic.
bags for the
Oh
vote.
gosh.
Still rated R.
All right, you can still win this.
No, it didn't
Burn that
go
prime
any-
evil to the ground.
Any naughtier than that.
Portals ready. Your allies invading.
Yeah. Rated R for sex and nudity, violence and gore, profanity, frightening and intense
Envoys in the
scenes,
dirt.
Wow.
Now kill the big guy.
alcohol, drugs, and smoking. There is a close-up of a bare breast during a medical operation, which, by the way, is within the first 5-10 minutes of the
Ooh.
film, if I remember correctly.
Ooh. And that's when your parents turned it off?
Nope, we kept watching, but I was, my eyes were covered.
Portals ready.
But yeah, I gave it to my brother, and then my mom, my brother, and I watched it together a while later, and
More
yeah.
than the first 10 minutes?
Yep.
Oh gosh, my parents would have sent me, the youngest, out of the room after that. I'm like, no, this isn't a movie you can watch. And no, then turned it off like another 5 minutes later.
You made that look simple.
And we just didn't think it would be R at all. I mean, it's Steve Martin.
I don't know who that is.
You fight till there's nothing left. I could use someone like you on my next crew.
We want.
Good job.
But more importantly, I finished some bounties.
He was in the shitty new The Pink Panther.
And this is supposed to endear him to me?
No. Let's see. He was a big part of SNL
What's he
for
look like?
20 years.
Oh! The dad from
Yes.
Cheaper by the Dozen!
Yeah. I was gonna get there.
But, like, this on stream?
Gosh. Rude. He was the voice of Hotep in The Prince of Egypt.
Oh. So he's in something R-rated?
Yeah. See, you wouldn't expect it. He's in The Three Amigos, and... Yeah. You would never expect.
No!
Like, hey, this Family Man guy. None of us even thought to see what it was rated. But close up of a bare breast, female topless nudity in one scene, and several scenes of women wearing revealing lingerie. Violence and gore. It was a serial killer injects people with window cleaner in a few scenes. A woman kicks a dog. A woman
Oh.
attempts to stab a man with a knife. The F-bomb is used once. The N-word is used once.
Ooh.
Amongst other milder profanities. Yeah. Yeah,
you
it-
had
it
me
earns-
at kicks a dog, but
It
Eesh.
earns its R. And I think that was the first R-rated movie I saw.
So you watched the whole thing?
Yep. Well, I mean, aside from the parts that I had my mom's hands over my eyes.
What? Why didn't they stop?
I'm not even sure I was double digits at the time.
Why didn't? Oh gosh!
If I
I'm
was,
seriously questioning their parenting right now.
If I was not in my teens yet.
Ah. Like, I'm still angry at my parents for taking me out of Star Wars Episode 2 in the middle of the theater. I could handle that fine. That was a bad move. If you're listening, I'm sorry, but it was. You should not have seen that whole movie, though.
Vader inbound. Allies headed to the other side.
Star Wars Episode 2 is rated PG.
Yeah. I was angry.
PG.
Your ally neutralized the invader.
Because I was just there chilling and fine, and they kept asking me if I was okay. I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And then they just decided to take me out.
Your invaders back, and they scored a kill.
They brought me back after the scene, but
Hi, Tim.
Tim's here.
We're talking about how.
Oh. Tim's parents would have burned that VHS.
Go look him in the eyes.
Which one?
They would have prayed over it first.
So we've.
Your allies invaded.
We're talking about. We're doing the segment.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was like watch a movie that you watched during your childhood but you haven't seen since your childhood. Tell us about it. And then the third alternate is a movie your parents or guardians told you couldn't see.
Which apparently didn't happen.
This is a movie that I did see. I shouldn't have seen.
Your invaders back.
It was with my parents, and it was during childhood, and I haven't seen it since. And that movie is Man with Two Brains,
Hostiles at the ring.
featuring Steve Martin. You know, Steve Martin, Family Man.
Yeah.
He's
And that's it.
you would never expect him to be in an R-rated movie, rated R for explicit language where they use the F word, the N word, and to then show full female topless nudity.
And kick a dog.
Let me guess, it was the 70s.
Team needs to pull your socks
I
up.
don't think so.
Opposing teams wreck it.
Well, I'll scroll back and go back in time and see.
All right. hold
Anyway,
on.
for me, that movie that I saw with my parents that I probably shouldn't have was basically the entirety of the Pink Panther series.
Incoming
Wow.
hostiles
Okay.
at
Yeah.
the ring.
Shot in the Dark
Yeah.
is a fantastic movie.
A movie that I saw with my parents that I shouldn't have was The Hobbit.
Let's see, a movie I
wasn't
saw
a
that my
child at
parents
the
said I...
time, but I shouldn't have seen that one. That was a waste.
A movie I saw that my parents said I shouldn't have seen, and I agree in retrospect, is Temple of Doom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was that? PG-13?
I think so?
Because The Shot in the Dark is PG. The Man with Two Brains is R.
Temple of Doom is PG.
Yeah. See?
Medium blocker
I mean,
to the other side.
They didn't hand out R's for nothing back then.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not saying I shouldn't have seen Temple of Doom because it scarred me. I'm saying I shouldn't have seen it because it was just bad.
Oh. I like it. I don't think it's a good movie, but I still like it.
It watches like a parody of the other Indiana Jones movies.
Clearly,
You should
haven't seen the Crystal Skull.
Find out what.
That's
John
not
likes.
one of them.
What were you saying?
I was telling him he doesn't apparently have a baseline for your favorite types of movies.
Well, he did watch all of those with us, so...
Watch what?
he was part of the movie watch series, so.
Oh,
you
I
should
wasn't
know.
even counting Samurai Cop. Everyone still pretends to think that you're joking about liking that movie so that they can sleep at night.
I own it. I own the movie.
It can't
I can
have
watch
been
it
very
whenever I want.
expensive. So I can confirm that we own it.
At least it wasn't. What was it? Teenage Nympho in Dinosaur Hell? That was a special kind of awful. For many, many reasons.
Was it long or did it just feel long?
No.
Nymphoid Barbarian in Dinosaur Hell.
There we go.
Came out in 1990.
That's one that I came home from work in the middle of and you're like, you haven't missed anything.
I feel
Really?
like that
'Cause
movie
I don't know what's
goes,
going on and you said yes.
That movie goes in the same category as Duke Nukem. It was very, very clearly written for an entirely different decade. And it's not that it aged poorly, it expired. It sat on the shelf so long that it just rotted.
Oof. It's not a Twinkie.
Oh gosh. So I'm on Nymphoid Barbarian in Dinosaur Hell's IMDb page.
Why?
And I'm looking at the more like this section.
Oh
No,
no.
no, no.
Invader on the field. Careful.
You wanna know what's on this?
Are we allowed to talk about it on Twitch?
Star Trek V: The Final Frontier.
What?
It's more like an Nymphoid Barbarian in Dinosaur Hell.
I mean, Final Frontier is bad, but it is nowhere close.
Invaders off the field.
It's an odd-numbered Star Trek film, so it is bad.
The motion picture wasn't that bad. The motion picture is a rite of passage that you suffer through to prove your devotion to Star Trek. And it's not that bad.
Hostiles incoming at the burrow.
All so bad.
I'm more worried that you've seen them all.
No, I haven't, but
Oh, well then how do you know they're so bad?
Give us some of the titles.
alright. Space Zombie Bingo!
See? That sounds fun!
The cover is 6 women that, for all intents and purposes, are not wearing clothes.
And that sounds hard.
If they kill it, they win this.
Nope,
Photos
not
ready.
rated.
Don't say hello.
It's because it's not from the 90s or later. When did they actually start rating movies?
That was 93, actually.
Oh, wow.
When this came out. How about this? Sex Galaxy, 2008. Not rated. 100 years in the future, due to overpopulation and the effects of global warming, sex has been declared illegal on Earth.
So, for reference, the MPAA started rating movies in 1968.
Yeah, but you have to actually submit your movie to be rated.
Yeah. Not rated usually means it's porno.
Usually.
Not always, though.
But with a lot of these shitty films, like Nymphoid Barbarian in Dinosaur Hell is not a porno, and also not rated.
There comes a certain point where the director says, okay, we have no money, no set, no props, and no talent. But we have tits.
That's true. there were tits in an infant barbarian in Dinosaur Hell. They weren't at all pleasing, but there were
Were they
tits.
male?
No.
That's a valid question, giving the lead up.
Yeah. Let's see. Bikini detectives. That's
Your allies
gotta be
invading
porno.
the other side. Rounds over.
I
The enemy team
refuse to believe that this isn't a porno.
What
They
was
report to
title?
the FBI, the female body inspector.
Let's see. Yeah. Plot
Do they
keywords:
really?
sex scene, bikini, voyeur, sex comedy, legs spread. Okay.
Is this conversation Twitch appropriate?
Sure.
Uh,
Where did Tim go?
I don't know. He was here a minute ago.
Hi, welcome back. Tim?
Tim? Oh, I heard something.
I did that.
Are you back?
Hi.
I'm back. It looks like it's updated, apparently.
What?
Discord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it auto-updated or something on you.
That's my.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, bikini detectives. Girls want to go on a spring break, but are hopelessly broke. Failing at several jobs, they finally get help from a private detective, who gives them some cases. That's all I knew before I clicked and looked down at the plot. And I knew it was a porno.
I was gonna say, is there a plot?
I mean, I didn't read the plot,
Okay.
but I think there's at least 2 plots.
At least 2?
At least 2.
Okay.
Most women have them.
Oh, I
Oh,
just
that's what
discovered
you
something that changes everything.
Uh,
That Scottish hentai we read,
yeah.
it wasn't Scottish.
No, it was translated.
It was Australian.
Let's see, Jurassic Women, 1996. A meteor shower causes a spaceship crash on a remote planet populated by beautiful and dangerous women as well as cavemen.
Of course it does.
It looks like we don't have a synopsis for this title yet. Be the first to contribute. I'll pass. From 2014?
Oh no. No.
Thong Girl versus Zolta from Outer Space.
Have you seen this?
No. It follows Thong Girl 3, Revenge of the Dark Widow. Alright, so there's... it doesn't show what the original Thong Girl is. It just shows Thong Girl 2, which came out in 2004.
Wait, do you know the original Thong Girl?
No!
Hey.
Why do you think I would know this?
Because you're
shit?
super excited about it!
I'm excited because this is so idiotic. Let's see. I'll look up Thong Girl. I will look up Thong Girl.
Incognito.
Incognito.
Are you worried your wife's gonna see the search results?
Yes.
I'd be more worried about what ads Google decides he wants to see on everything.
Thong Girl 2006? That doesn't make sense. Because Thong Girl 2 came out in 2004.
Oh no, are the Thong Girl numbers in sequential? Is that the biggest problem with the series?
Thong Girl is the comic book creation of writer and filmmaker Glenn Weiss. What started out as an indie comic book has blossomed into a franchise that includes movies, video games, action figures, not surprising there, posters, t-shirts, and more. crime-fighting superhero who fights crime in a thong bikini and patrols the skies of Nashville, Tennessee. What a place.
I'm mad that I've only got the one panel of this. It's hentai, or it's hentai translated into Star Wars quotes.
By day, Thong Girl is an assistant district attorney named Lana Leonmi. Lana Leonmi?
Of course she is.
Mm-hmm. This is where the fun begins. Hold on, this entire operation was your idea.
One day, while shopping in the French Quarter in New Orleans, Lana discovered a magical thong that gave her the ability to fly and shoot laser beams from her posterior.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you in one of those.
I don't care.
I think he was talking to me. I'm sure he really wants to see you in one of those.
No.
Donate to our extra live stream, and you won't see me in one of those.
Ooh. I like it.
Let's see. There's the. I want to visit the Thumb Girl website. I do not see any evidence that there's a Thumb Girl 1 movie.
They just started with 2.
There's just 4 movies that I can find, and they are apparently this is maybe Thumb Girl versus Zolta from Outer Space is a re-release of the original. No. Alright, so Thong Girl 2, The Return of the Thong. Thong Girl 3, Revenge of the Dark Widow. Thong Girl 4, The Body Electric. And Thong Girl vs. Zolta from Outer Space. Man, it must be hard to find a job if your only credited casting is Boxer Brief Boy.
Gotta start somewhere.
Let's see if Tony Domenico was in anything else. You know what? He was. In Thumb Girl 2, he was Boxer Brief Boy. 3 years later, he was in Thumb Girl 3 as Boxer Brief Boy. 3 years later, he got a name in Thumb Girl 4. Andy Andrews / the Boxer Brief Boy.
I think he's been pigeonholed.
Man, it's a shame. We'll never see the amazing things that could have come from him. I don't know what those would be, but let's see, here's Bikini Swamp Girl Massacre, Spring Break Massacre, Mystery on Makeout Mountain. Hey, that one's rated
Oh gosh.
R, but
Not NC-17.
no. Travesty. You can watch movies on IMDb TV. Free of charge. I didn't know that. And very popular TV series. Weird. watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and the sequel. Zero Dark 30, Ender's Game.
Is this the sponsor time?
No.
Well, you're sounding like an ad read.
Hey, IMDb, you should sponsor us. Actually, it seems like we already have, so you owe us.
This episode brought to you by Harrison Ford's Regrets.
Yeah, you're right.
What about Kylo Ren?
What's the next movie I was about to mention? Tyler Perry's Medea's Tough Love. Watch A Knight's Tale. What's the catch?
Ledger.
Fill your information.
Alright, so it's ad supported.
You mean like this one right here?
Okay, so who owns IMDb?
That is a good question.
It owns Box Office Mojo. It is a subsidiary of Amazon.
Why am I not surprised?
So that explains you can't purchase or download IMDb TV titles. It specifically says if it is available for rent or purchase on Amazon Prime Video, you can do it there. It in multiple places pushes you towards video and stuff. I am certain it uses the same backend. It looks like it uses the same backend as Amazon Prime TV.
Okay, so originally it was the Cardiff Internet Movie Database, run out of the Cardiff University in Wales. Was later incorporated, became the Internet Movie Database Limited, and then in '98 it was bought by Amazon. That was a long time ago. That must have been one of the first purchases Amazon made.
I was gonna say that was before Amazon was like Amazon.
I haven't yet. I have not yet talked about the history of Captain D's.
Oh, really?
I could have sworn we talked about that on a previous stream.
Not on stream.
It was off stream.
Okay!
Is it time?
It's time, apparently.
First, Tim, I have an idea for a segment that I can't figure out how to get the information I need for it. So, the segment is like a game show segment sort of thing. The game's called Yelp, IMDb, or Yahoo. And you will be given a segment of a Yelp review, IMDb review, or Yahoo answer. And you have to determine from what site it comes from. And this hinges on the fact that people go on Yelp and they start writing a review, and then halfway through they start talking about dude likes his beans. And like they go off on a life story that has nothing to do with it. And that is true for all three of the sites.
That's true for recipes.
Well, that's a different thing. That's a completely different thing. This is not for SEO. This is for just old people can't stay on topic. Is basically what it comes down to.
And also can't use punctuation, but that's a different matter.
How can I find those things? Because there's really no way to just like sort all Yelp reviews by funniest.
Do they have a sort by relevance and you just skip to the bottom?
You can't sort all Yahoo reviews. You have to be looking at the Yahoo reviews.
Yeah,
for
but you could pick a
a
topic
place.
that seems to have like multiple thousand. I'm sure there's some stuff in there.
Not a topic. I'd have to look at a Yelp review of the Kmart down the street.
Yes.
I can send
That
you
is a
a
topic.
listing of some of the best Yelp reviews I can find.
Cipher is
Here's a freebie. I really love this place. I've been going since it opened. I had the hugest crush on the daughter of the owner, and I would come in after class when I was in junior high and try to talk to her. But the skate store next door opened up, and all the skaters got to her, and one of them got her pregnant. I never saw her again. Oh yeah, the donors are good, and they'll usually try to hook you up with a free donut to try.
Let's get started.
Ford's Theater was murdered here. Would not recommend.
Yeah.
Abe L.
So yeah, basically I just need help. Like, I don't know where to go to find just a bunch of these shitty things.
Solving problems out in the world, huh? Good for you.
But anyways, so weird history of Captain D's.
There it is.
So it starts way back in 1947. There was another restaurant group called Big Boy. Frisch's Big Boy Restaurants. Was in Ohio, and then in, California, and Michigan, and all over the place. And, so the Alex Schoenbaum started calling, like, he became a franchisee for Big Boys. And they decided to rebrand at a certain point, and so they rebranded it Shoney's after the owner, Alex Schoenbaum. So that's where we got Shoney's restaurant. And then
Show 'em that they can't
things were
mess with
crazy.
us.
Because then Shoney's bought KFC. So Shoney's and KFC, which are nothing alike at all.
Captain D's isn't like them either.
Well, we'll get there. Shoney's and KFC are
worried about
connected.
how. I was tired when this conversation happened before.
And you're still tired now.
No, I've slept since then.
No, you're still tired. They bought the KFC franchise, and that started growing. And
Did you?
at this point,
You've been there a while.
Schoenbaum was dead, or had moved on, or whatever, and it was owned by Ray Danner at this point. So they ran Shoney's, they acquired KFC, and then they decided that they were going to open a seafood and hamburger concept. Mr. D's Seafood and Hamburgers.
Mr. D's Seafood and Hamburgers?
In 1969. And then in
A few years ago, they had their story on the cup. I don't understand why it wasn't this one.
This one's far
This
more
is a
interesting.
much better story.
You know, I'm a big fan of the fact that like if you break your arm and then you go somewhere and people ask how you
You
broke
just
your
never
arm,
quit,
you don't want to
do
say
you?
that you just
Took
fell
out
down the
golf,
stairs
woke
or,
up the traveler,
you
and now
you
half of what
twisted
I hear in
something
the
wrong
streets is
and
how
it just
much you and your
broke
clan
because
are
you have
making a
weak ass
difference.
bones.
And that's why I started this.
Wait, I thought it was your arm that you broke.
Yeah, to be fair, having weak ass bones is a good reason to break something by falling down the stairs.
Yeah, with my ass bones, something would be broken falling down the stairs, and it wouldn't be my ass. Either the landing at the bottom or. Um. So I'm a big fan of like someone asks you how you broke your arm. You don't say, you know, I fell down the stairs. You say, I was, you know, I was out camping, then I got mauled by a bear. Or, you know, you make something up because usually whatever you make up is more enjoyable than what actually happened, especially if you tell every single person a different story. But in this case, the real story is better.
Yes.
So, 1969, they opened Mr. D's Seafood and Hamburgers. 1975, they removed hamburgers from the menu, and they renamed it to Captain D's. Then they opened up a new restaurant, Mr. D's Islander Restaurant, in Huntsville. Is it still there?
Pop quiz, Tim.
Which offered gourmet dining, including seafood, steaks, and Cantonese cuisine. Let's see, where else? There's more in here. I'm forgetting. So right now we've only got 3 big names, and I remember there being more. I can't find it. No.
Welcome to my machine.
Apparently
It's
they're
like
racists.
a cryptarch that won't judge you.
Or at least they were back in 1989. So anyways, that's the story of Shoney's. And Captain D's. And KFC. 3 companies that have nothing to do with each other at all.
Moats of dark out there just waiting, sister. Go get some.
So what you got, Tim?
I'm working. If you don't want these Yelp reviews for that game show you mentioned, I'm making a bracket out of them, and there's only 16 of them, so it's not going to take nearly as long as last time.
That's good. 60 is too big a number.
Why do you
Yeah.
like brackets
You
so
ready to ship
much?
out? There's enemies.
Because it's easy content.
Fair enough.
I think there is more to this than the other one, though. Because you're going to have to say more. We do only have 18 minutes left in the stream.
Gotta go fast then.
Yeah,
You're not gonna find a better deal.
basically.
I'm gonna take a break here.
What do you got for us, Sonic?
Still typing, but almost done.
That's pretty quick. Or pretty bluff.
You don't trust him?
I think it was very vague.
But the data remains.
Almost is a subjective term.
That's true. It's very subjective. And he's gonna subject
begin.
us to it.
Yeah. Are you ready for that?
No.
A prepared soldier is a victorious soldier.
Never have been. Never will.
Strength and light.
This raspberry spiked lemonade is
Rumor has it
drinkable.
all hell has broken loose.
Is what?
Drinkable.
Yes,
One
it
of our
is.
brightest returns. Hopefully, this is as sturdy as you
It's
are.
not as good as the ciders we've been drinking, though.
No, it's not.
Not anywhere near as good.
But
There's
I
a
don't
love
regret
of
it.
the fight in you, I think.
No.
Come back anytime.
Not hugely into the other 4 that we're gonna have to drink. But,
We'll drink them.
yeah. They won't go bad.
Nope.
Because they're alcohol. For the most part, alcohol doesn't really go bad.
It's true.
I'm scared to look at the news these days.
So I know beer goes flat. What happens if you just leave beer for ever?
It grows more beer.
The yeast is dead in most beer.
If you leave it open long enough, it'll grow more yeast.
What if you leave it sealed?
Then it just explodes eventually.
Really? Well, what would create the increased pressure?
The Earth losing its atmosphere to a solar storm.
Okay, so functionally, it will last forever, besides going flat.
And tasting awful. The taste does go bad after a while.
Don't you dislike beer anyway?
Me? No. Why would you say that?
I thought Tim didn't like beer.
Oh.
I like beer okay. It's not my favorite, but I'll drink it.
Okay.
Out of the corner of the eye, the portly frog's visage seems to shift emotion in a sublimely artistic way. Like the Mona Lisa, the emotion conveyed by the face of it is complex and nuanced. This is no ordinary lawn ornament. It is a jewel of art worthy of the Louvre and unappreciated by all but the few who are fortunate to stumble onto it. I bought this from my mom after looking at a large number of lawn ornaments on Amazon. The actual frog is as charming as the picture suggests. I accidentally ordered 2, and the staff at the company that sells this was very helpful in resolving the error.
Why?
Company called Sexy Pizza. They overcharged me because I was drunk. That's some very non-sexy behavior. Unless Denver has the mother of all sales taxes, they clearly ripped me off. Pizza was decent, not sexy. Frog or sexy pizza?
Frog.
Frog. Decent pizza can be sexy.
Yeah.
Pizza doesn't have to be naked to be... Yes, it does have to consent. You can't just charge extra for being too drunk to consent.
Fighting the bracket system.
Who's winning?
I was gonna say you spent that time making a bracket just to fight the bracket. Why don't you just politely disagree with the bracket?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where's that?
I just thought of it.
Since your thing isn't working, we're gonna go with my thing instead.
I just got it working.
I'm reading a skiff with glimmer mining equipment aboard, Guardian. Interested?
I ordered the broiled crab cakes, and they were really good. And I called and asked if I could speak to the supervisor, and the girl that asked the phone wanted to know what it was in reference to, and I told her it was regarding the food I ordered. And she said what was wrong with it, and I said nothing. I just wanted to let him or her know that it was good. And then she was like, okay, hold on. When the manager got to the phone, I thanked him to let him know it was good. He said, thank you. And you welcome. But it seemed like he was in a rush. I don't think I will be eating there anymore, because if the manager is not nice, then what does that say about the business they're running and the people in it?
It means that they're busy. It is a busyness.
And then the other one in this bracket is Ford's Theater, Lincoln. Was murdered here. Would not recommend.
I have full confidence in you.
I'm indifferent to these.
They can outrun us.
I'm just gonna go with Lincoln, because I don't like voting for people like that.
Karen.
Yeah.
Alright. A1A Car Wash. I wish I could give this place a higher rating, but the new ownership is terrible. Hours are inconsistent. Why is this place always closed when I want to get a wax? Terrible customer service, lady at the front desk always crying, and one time I heard her scream at another lady to shut her up for 5 minutes straight. And she wasn't even saying anything. Not a family-friendly business at all. Weird meth smell.
Weird meth smell. I have no fucking idea what meth smells like.
Me neither.
If someone handed me, like, some meth and was like, here, this is meth, I'd be like, okay, that is meth. Because I would have no basis with which to deny it.
Yeah, I've heard that it smells like urine, but not quite.
So, just say it has a urine smell. Like, what? Like, that sounds far more likely than a weird meth smell.
Today I got back with my girlfriend. She's the reason I got put in the San Francisco County Jail. I was here for about a week and I had a great time. My mom doesn't let me go out, so it was like a prom or social gathering, but with all guys. I felt cool. It gave me a feeling of importance, and my girlfriend said she likes bad boys, so I think I turned her on when I was in here. The food was okay. Not the best. And I would have done anything for cup noodles from someplace. I felt like a man for once in my life, and I can't stop telling all my friends. I put the picture jail took of me next to my high school diploma, and again my mom slapped the glasses off my face. This time it left a mark. I wanted her to have a good time, like I did, so I called the police, and now she's in county jail. I know she'll thank me later.
Oh.
Excellent.
So, car wash or San Francisco County Jail?
San Francisco County Jail.
Yeah.
All the way. I think we have a winner.
It might be.
This next one is also a jail. Alameda County's Santa Rita Jail. As far as jails go, this is the creme de la creme. First off, you don't even need a ride there. They pick you up from anywhere in the county. Sometimes they even get you out of bed and bring you, and it's all free of charge. El Nuevo Portal. Best place to load up on cheap beans and rice while the girl you've been casually screwing has to take her pet rabbit to the emergency vet around the corner because it got into her weed stash while you were casually screwing her, and you don't have the balls to just completely leave her there and trek back to Manhattan because she's kind of freaky and the sex is good enough to keep having, but you still need to eat and there's nothing to do with the emergency vet but wait, since a pot-eating bunny is not really a class 1 trauma, and you really don't know her well enough or care too much about a damn rabbit that runs freely around the apartment and eats weed to stick around and hold her hand or anything, so you split the difference and chow down, and maybe it's just the pot talking, but Jesus Christ are these good beans and rice.
Yeah, that one.
Weed bunny.
Over what?
Over the other jail.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Alright. I came here on a first date and absolutely loved it. I had the create-your-own pizza with sun-dried tomatoes, glitter, dyed pubic hair, and reindeer antlers, which I thoroughly enjoyed. My date ordered the linguine and clam stored inside a giant clamshell strapped to a nubile young man's head. It was at first it was a little awkward with him kneeling there before her while we ate, but he turned out to be quite the conversationalist, and we all ended up going home and having a three-way. Parking was ample.
Where was this?
Doesn't say. This next one doesn't really have a review, just some little factoids written about a place called Joanne. Category: Italian. Freak show. Attire: hooker casual. Ambience: Tim Burton movie. Accepts credit cards. Yes, and also crazy headpieces. Waitstaff: half-naked, androgynous. Outdoor seating: space pods coated in latex and fish scales. Wi-Fi: yes.
Hey, at least it's got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So are we voting for the one just titled Joanne, or for the sun-dried tomatoes, glitter, dyed pubic hair, and reindeer antlers pizza?
I kind of liked that one more.
I'm okay with voting for that one. I'm kind of indifferent on these.
Alright. The Mountain Emerald Eyes Cat Face Adult Tea T-shirt. 2 stars. Men still won't sleep with me. I was certain once I ordered this t-shirt that men would be powerless to resist me. Cats are stealthy, graceful, and mysterious. I was under the impression that once I donned this postmodernist masterpiece, that men would associate me with those qualities. Sadly, that has not been the case. However, even though men don't stare at my breasts, as I'd hoped, I noticed that cats do, so at least I'm getting some attention.
Yep, you're set, cat lady.
My lover Karen and I adore this place so much we're considering holding our commitment ceremony here. Hope they do weddings. Atlanta, Georgia. Chick-fil-A.
Oh, why? Why? Does it have to be?
Cat shirt or Chick-fil-A?
Cat shirt.
Yeah.
At least she's got somebody.
At least she's got a shirt she likes.
Yeah. That's one way to get close.
that guy's face. Was chillin' by the causeway, Robo tripping on bath salts, hungry for some beef meat, saw his old dude looked pretty good. Started eating his face. Om nom nom, this place is so good. Started with the cheeks, then had, and yeah, you know what it is.
It's not real.
Never. We took out their drill.
Yeah, no.
As effective
Category,
as
live and or raw food.
work.
Is it a bird?
No, it's the bath salts meme.
Oh, okay.
LA Donuts, this is the first one I read earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, the owner's daughter.
Owner's daughter, skater, pregnant. Oh yeah, good donuts are good too.
Yeah, I go with that one over just a meme.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Surprising in many ways, a dinner at blank is an unforgettable experience, not to be missed. It is a beautiful restaurant, the food is fantastic, and you'll be thinking about it long after the meal is over. We started with the date and almond naan, which was sweet and delicious. The butter chicken, known in some places as makhni, was tender, moist pieces of dark meat chicken, smothered in a delicious sauce with tomatoes, honey, cardamom, and what I'm assuming was a pound of laxatives. The 3 green frog was wonderful, and not loaded with butter or cream, just fresh and delicious kale, spinach, and mustard greens. Hearty, bold, and certainly capable of demolishing even the stiffest constipation. White dude working with tandoors. You go, sir. The tandoori prawns were cooked beautifully, seasoned to perfection, and tore through me with the awesome fury of the horsemen of the apocalypse. Bravo. The duck biryani, a special not on the menu, I would say, is not worth it. It's 2 cups of rice and a duck thigh, and we were surprised to discover later that it cost $28. My wife thought it was going to be around $8. My sense of remorse doubled this morning as it ripped its way out of me in a raging fiery whirlwind of poopy terror. The meal was delectable, exotic, and incinerated everything in my intestine. My morning was an unforgettable thrill ride. The exotic flavors and aromas of India came flooding back to me as I literally peed out of my butt. 4 stars for the truly delicious food and unimpeachable service. -1 star for the expensive biryani and for turning me into a human flamethrower.
Poor bastard.
That
one wins.
What is it against?
It's against. I like meat. They serve it here. I can have a lot of it. It is good. They also serve things I don't like. I don't have to eat those. Ham good. Ham better with pineapple. Vegetarians should call PETA. PETA should go get more chicks to pose naked in their ads. After I eat here, I club girl overhead and yell ooga. I am all that is man.
Yeah, the other one wins.
Still the flamethrower.
Yeah.
No.
Caveman would have lost eventually, but... Okay, so that's all of them. Now to just run through the brackets. Lawn Frog versus Lincoln.
Lawn Frog. Yep.
Lawn Frog. San Francisco County Jail versus Weed Bunny.
San Francisco.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now his mom's there.
The clamshell hat versus the cat t-shirt.
Clamshell. Yep. It was really a pity vote that put her there in the first place.
Yeah. LA Donuts versus Indian food.
I mean Indian food.
Indian food.
Indian food. Frog versus San Francisco County Jail.
The jail.
Yeah, seconded. Bro?
Yep, jail. Sorry, got distracted by my game.
Clamshell hat versus the winner, Indian food.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for the finals, San Francisco County Jail versus Indian food.
I think I prefer the Indian food. It was really good. I didn't think it would be my winner.
Tim,
But-
you're
Yeah.
splitting the vote on this one. I liked the jail.
Yeah, I've got to go with the Indian food.
The jail was good too.
At least I could keep a straight face most of the time while I was reading the jail.
Yeah.
And the winner is, not surprising in the least.
So just to, we're just about to end. This week, this is an old tweet. It's 2018. But saw it again. It's the guy says, listening to Rage Against the Machine for the first time in a while. What dreadful lyrics. Anti-cop, racist against whites, total rejection of civility, communist, all around an aggressive embodiment of victimhood culture. So, you know, that's idiotic because that's always been Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
What do you think from the name Rage Against the Machine? The comments are delightful. Debate against the machine. Agree to disagree with the machine. Petition against the machine. Polite protest against the machine. Can I just play devil's advocate against the machine? Cards Against Humanity with the machine. Let's try to understand the machine. Staying home due to voter apathy against the machine. The machine makes a lot of good points, actually.
Against the machine.
Couples therapy with the machine. Tweeting against the machine while calling the police on a black person for no reason. The middle ground somewhere between here and the machine. Festival of ideas against the machine. Look, maybe we should just all try to get along with the machine. There are very good machines on both sides. What's wrong with a strongly worded missive to the machine? Attempting to find common ground with the machine. Won't someone please think of the machine? Let's be civil and make sure the machine can still eat dinner peacefully in restaurants. Reach across the aisle to the machine. Yeah.
I like play devil's advocate to the machine.
Yeah. Alright, well, that was it. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll smell you next time.
Gross.
And, Dom will probably be back next week.
Yay.
On this. Bye, everyone.
Bye.